Most people believe money controls their life because of numbers, income, prices, debt. But the truth is, it goes much deeper than that. Money rarely controls people through numbers. It controls them through deeply ingrained beliefs that feel like absolute facts. The unsettling truth is that your financial life often looks the way it does because it feels familiar. Not because it's optimal or fair, but because it matches an internal story you've been living for years. You notice this tension in quiet moments. It's a constant, uneasy feeling that something could slip at any moment, as if ease is only temporary. This tension surfaces when spending money creates discomfort, even when financially nothing is wrong. It feels like money needs to be constantly monitored. You might find saving money feels responsible, but never truly satisfying. Progress shows up on paper, yet that deep sense of relief never arrives. Consider the story of a man in his late 30s with a stable career and reliable income. He avoids dramatic mistakes, but every promotion brings a quiet sense of pressure, not excitement. He upgrades his life cautiously, a slightly better place, a slightly better car. Yet, the underlying anxiety only grows, prompting him to check his accounts far more often than necessary. He tells himself he values stability, but what he fails to notice is that stability means staying within emotional limits set long ago, limits shaped before he ever earned a paycheck. Money beliefs form early, before logic and before choice. They are established in childhood homes where money was tense, moralized, or seen as something that disappears without warning. These early impressions turn into internal rules. They form when security is consistently praised and uncertainty is often punished. When wanting more is met with silence and safety becomes your identity, those early beliefs harden into rules that govern your financial life. These rules don't sound like fear, they sound like character. Phrases like, "I'm just not comfortable with that," or "I prefer to play it safe," are actually identity protectors. The mind protects identity more fiercely than it protects optimal outcomes, so your behavior aligns to preserve internal consistency, even at the expense of financial progress. This is why financial patterns repeat. Different jobs, different salaries, but the same underlying tension. More money enters, and the internal system tightens to maintain familiar pressure. Psychologically, money becomes a mirror, reflecting what feels safe to hold, what feels dangerous to imagine, and, critically, what feels undeserved. Some people feel uneasy with abundance. Others feel anxious with ease. This isn't because these states are wrong, but because they threaten a familiar, though exhausting, identity. The brain often prefers a known struggle to an unknown stability, especially when that struggle is familiar. This preference enforces many financial limits internally. The realization that stops people mid-thought is this: many financial limits are not imposed by circumstance alone. They are enforced by loyalty to an old story and emotional agreements made unconsciously. Money doesn't just pay for things. It confirms who you believe you are allowed to be. The most powerful beliefs are the ones that never announce themselves. Until one day, the realization lands. This isn't the only way it could feel. And once a limiting belief is truly seen, it never fully disappears back into the dark.